It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Eagles in the Pats, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the New England Patriots. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Jennings in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And the all-pro return man, Marcus Jones, deep for New England. Fielded at the 33. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Short pass caught by Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. He can't get him down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. the 17-yard line. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Marcus Jones there for the tackle. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down up to the 47-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster from 21 yards away. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can, and that's good work there.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop it. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 39 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Marcus Jones, a return man. Jones now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New England trying to get a place on offense. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in. That is big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. 23 yards on the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his 1st touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. 1st career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the 1st guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Parker, 35 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try to push his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. On the option left, it's Hurts. Well, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Barkley. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New England's offense set to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out right to Bourne. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw here. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. 2nd and 3. And that's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this 1st half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw again. And this is incomplete. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner? Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll look to throw again. Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions. Sly able to put this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break. Anything helps.
helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We start with a classic matchup in the AFC. Memories of Fouts and Winslow in this one. Miami taking on the LA Chargers. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. A touchdown run for Gus Edwards. Let's stay in the AFC West as we check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And you can see currently they trail in that ball game. Alexander Madison with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. DeAndre Swift with a rushing touchdown there. Here it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. But we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running left is Stevenson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They go play action with Hurts. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here now, 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ball game. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Patriots ready to try again on offense.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Back to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's returnable now for Smith. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. Shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front are a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
70 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Hurts. And he's got it. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
This taken in at the goal line. Sheds off the tackle. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So the Patriots coming out now.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. New England on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is born. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Stevenson. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd and 1.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. This will be caught by Brown. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. He's got Smith-Schuster, and he is going to pick up a Patriots first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
That's good for our Patriots.
And his throw.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Back to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here comes second down at 5. They'll look to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
They'll set up a throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
This one to Bourne out on the left side. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Eagles, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charlie.